What's good, fellow fans of anime? Sorry it's been a while, but I'm back again with episode 3 of Road to Anime. So, let's go ahead and dive right on into that list so I can go ahead and give y'all some good recommendations. And so, we're going to start it off with Hunter x Hunter. Hunter x Hunter, like I said on episode 2, it has same creator as Yu Yu Hakusho and is just as good. And boy, this right here is quite exciting. So let me go ahead and tell you what this is about. It's about the main character, Gon, who leaves his home to become a hunter. And the thing with hunters are, they are like a certified adventurer or assassin or killer or doctor or whatever. Basically, you get your hunter license. It's like a do whatever you want to card almost. It's crazy how it works, but it's so anyway, gone in the first season to get their license and become hunters, and after a while they get it, and then further down the line, Gon gets stronger, and Kurapika and Killua and Leorio, they all split up, and Gon and Killua end up becoming the best of friends, so they stick together. And so they go to this little place called Greed Island. This place here is kind of like a different world. It's like a world inside of a game that Gon's dad, which is the reason why Gon decided to become a hunter. He decided to become a hunter to find his dad because he never met him. So he wanted to meet him to find out, everything about him. And the game in here is kind of like a card-based game, but it's also action-based. And this here is also shown in anime. And you got all these other kind of crazy characters like Hisoka. This man is completely insane because he gets off on fighting strong people, or could be strong people. Almost, you gotta watch. You gotta see. You'll see what I'm talking about when you see it. And Killua, he was an ex-assassin, so he come from a family of assassins. Well, they fast and able to kill people in a moment's notice without even people realizing it. It's insane, honestly. But it has 148 episodes and 2 movies. And this particular adaptation of the manga I'm talking about is the 1999 remake. Well, the remake of the 99 anime. But it's also kind of like a combination of the OVAs as well. So it's really a good story. I mean, a good way to tell the story that's all the way up to now. So it stopped at the election arc right before they started up the Dark Continent. That's still in the manga, but it's real good. It shows the Greed Island arc, the Hunter Exams arc, which is the first arc, and also the Chimera Ant arc. And that one right there has got to be, like, out of all of them, like, the most action-packed. And you actually see Gon transform into, well, I'm not going all the way ruin it for you, so you just gotta check it out. You'll see some of these, as you see on some of these clips, you want to see the whole thing, because every episode draws you into the next one. It just keeps going on. It just keeps getting better and better, and everyone has their own little special powers when it comes to these nin abilities that everyone has. And the way they explain it is, everybody has like a weakness to it, so everybody's not completely all the way powerful. There are people in certain circumstances that are incredibly OP, so that's just, that's anime as it is anyway. But definitely you gotta give this a watch. Like I say, you won't be disappointed. This right here is totally awesome. I give this, a straight up recommendation, so check it out. Alright, second anime for this list will be Hitman Reborn. So, Hitman Reborn, this anime right here has a special place in my heart because I real deal like this anime. I mean, to be honest, it starts off slow. You know, the first part of it is pretty slow. It doesn't start getting like real actiony until like episode 10 and beyond, and then it's just start, you know, building up and building up and building up. It's one of those kind of animes, because it came out in 2006. But I mean, like I say, it's real good. I mean, the story revolves around Suna, and he is chosen to become like the next boss of this gang called the Vongolia family. And he just so happens to be like the great grandson. There's like a whole lot of greats in there, to the first head of the gang. And so when they go out to find him, you know, they want to make him the leader, but he ended up being like really like more of a pacifist. He doesn't like fighting, none of that. And so his I want to say his trainer or whatever, his name is Reborn. He's sent to train him and make him stronger and whatnot. But to make him stronger, he also used these bullets to make him go insane. That's what he first starts off with. And then, you know, a little bit on down the line, he starts using these other kind of bullets that make him more calm, but at the same time more agile and swift and smarter and everything. It's real deal cool, like, and different for real compared to all the other animes. It's really kind of different the way the power scaling and the way the power is used is set up. It's damn interesting. And for it to go all the way up to, you know, 203 episodes, like, that's crazy. I mean, unfortunately there aren't any movies on it, but you know, the 203 episodes, the way it just builds up constantly, and they always having these kind of like pseudo tournaments and battle royales going on. It's mind boggling for real. So like I say, you definitely need to check this out. Like Hitman Reborn, I highly recommend this. Like, you're going to like this. But like I say, it starts off slow, so you gotta give it some time. You're ready to get to the action right away, then you might as well just start watching it around about episode 10. You know, episode 10, that's when everything starts getting, you know, more and more epic and grand. Like, yeah, these folks end up going into in the future. They end up going into the future and all of that shit. Like, yeah, you're gonna definitely like it when they go into the future and all of that shit. So just check it out, and yeah, we'll get on to the next. Third show on this list will be Fire Force. And Fire Force, boy, this shit right here is awesome. It's got the same creator as Soul Eater, so if you already seen Soul Eater, you definitely won't be disappointed with this right here. And spoiler alert, I think they may be connected in some kind of way. I don't know, but you'll find out round towards the end of it. But it starts off with one kid named, you know, Shinra, and he has the fire powers, kind of like, he's called a third generation pyrokinetic. In this world, everybody has pyrokinetic powers, and they go from first generation to third generation. First generations first generations are actually fucking people who die. Yeah, that's this kind of story. And the second generations are people who control fire, and then the third ones are the people who can create fire. And you know, and everything else is kind of controlled by the church. While those first generation I was telling you about that died, they're called infernals, and this is what the particular fire forces or the fire stations are targeted for. Every fire in here is kind of like spiritual. The fires are spiritual. They're like connected to this whole other world, whereas they got religions as well tied into the flames, so people worship flames. So it's really different. But they also have the intertwinedness of insanity and that craziness, the madness that goes on in Soul Eater. And that comes around the end when they start unlocking like secrets within the world and in their past. And all of that really starts coming along around in the manga for real. But you actually see the actual, the tie-ins around the end. So you just got, but like from the beginning, from the get-go, it's definitely awesome. It's definitely worth a watch. It's definitely off the rails, bad shit, awesome. Like definitely. Like first episode, you'll be in from the first episode. This anime here doesn't really start off slow. It instantly comes off just fast paced and everything. So the third anime, Fire Force, definitely give it a watch. It's got 2 seasons spread out with 24 episodes for each season, so that gives it a 48 episode in total count. There's no movies out. I haven't heard anything about it being a movie. Wish there was. And it came out in 2019, so it's relatively still current, or still fresh. So you should go ahead and give that a watch. Okay, y'all. Now we're finna end this one here with a bang, because this one just came out last year, and it is so popular right now. It's gonna hit a movie this coming December. Jujutsu Kaisen. This anime right here just came out last year, and it's going in. I'm talking about, it got a movie coming out in December already. So in this world, demons feed on unsuspecting humans, and Itadori Yuji end up eating this cursed object that has like the biggest demon in the world called Sukuna. And for some reason, Yuji body end up, just accepting it. I guess because he's like, a deep descendant or something. But he already starts off strong as ever in everything he does already. So this right here just makes his strength 10 times as much, and he has the ability somehow to almost control it and not go crazy or let the demon take full control of him. And so when he meets his new friend Megumi, that's like somebody who tries to save him, he end up showing that maybe he need to become like a jujutsu sorcerer. Yeah, they end up meeting Gojo. That's like their sensei, and this dude here got some kind of spatial like powers with his eyes, and everybody's powers is based on curse magic or curse spirits or whatever. It goes into different categories and everything. And so definitely you gotta check this out. When you look it up, you're gonna see what I mean with this one. It has 24 episodes already, and so like after episode, it just gets better and better and better. Like, I'm hoping for a season 2. Hopefully there's gonna be a season 2 probably next year or so. But right now they're coming up with a movie in December. Hopefully, the US will get it sometime quick after that, but because that's just a Japanese release. But like I say, y'all need to check this one out. It's definitely worth the watch. Called Jujutsu Kaisen. So that's it for today's list. I hope you guys like the list that I came up with. And like I said earlier, sorry for the time it took for me to make this, but we're gonna keep on trying to make it as often as I can. And till next time, thanks for watching.